What up? Yo, just want to say before we even get started, happy Memorial Day weekend to those of you that celebrate over here in the U.S. Just got back from a little barbecue party, and yeah, it's a good time, man. Hopefully the rest of you guys are enjoying your time off this weekend. And if you're still here hanging out, maybe you're back from, like I said, like a barbecue or whatever, like I was, and you're here to catch some hell let loose, great, because we got some pretty cool action coming at you right now. We've got the Division 3, and we've got the Pathfinders North American team, and they're newly formed, I would say, within the last couple of months. I recognize some of the players. They're old Syndicate players and, some other guys. I mean, teams are just coming together. It's just that off-season stuff. So do I know a lot about the Pathfinders? No, but I know they're a halfway decent team, and they're at the top of the division, which is also shared by the counterpart who's playing today, RONIN. RONIN is a South American team, a conglomerate of different communities and ethnicities, a bunch of Spanish, mostly South American, like I said, and they're a pretty damn good team as well. If I remember correctly, RONIN was a Division 4 team that won Division 4 and moved up in the offseason. So they're definitely, oh, I lost connection to host. All this shit that happens, and this is why I'm over here hanging out in the studio, because you don't have to see all the nonsense that happens. Man, I've been having a whole lot of disconnect issues. I don't know if any of you guys have been experiencing that, but that's been like the norm, at least 2 disconnects. But anyway, let me just look for the server one more time. It looks like quite a few people got dropped, because there was, yeah, just hang tight. Let's just see if the password still works. Yeah, so yeah, hang with me guys for a second. Let me just get this as a reminder. Must flip map no later than 10 minutes prior to Scott. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just grab this password. The hell is it? There. All right. So anyway, like I was saying earlier, all right, I'm loading up. RONIN is a hell of a team. I know they partnered up last year with Vanguardia, but they're not unfamiliar to me. They're a pretty damn good team, and they're moving up a division, like I said, to Division 3. Competition a little bit better, all right? And they're taking on Pathfinders, a new team, but not unfamiliar players. Like I said earlier, was Syndicate has lost some players, and those guys decided to go somewhere else and start a new community. So this is what we're gonna get tonight. I would say the 2 of the top teams in Division 3 are getting together tonight. This is Sunday night for those of you tuning in. Yes, I'm looking, I just need to find my squad guy. I'm gonna be in the artillery. There he is, Sergeant Carrion Crow. So, okay. Some crazy lag. Anyway, we're supposed to get started a couple minutes ago, but I'm not a stranger to how it works, right? Like, most of the time the matches are anywhere from on time to quite a few minutes late. So yeah, we're already 5 over, not surprised. And to be honest, weird things are happening right now with the server. So I don't know what's going on. Like I hit deploy at the main HQ, and I'm not getting that. Just getting a weird ticking sound. Anyway, in the mean, hope you guys, are enjoying your time off. The weather is not so great here in Northeast New Jersey. If you guys are on the East Coast, it's kind of shitty, actually. It's about 10, 15 degrees below normal for this time of the year, and not quite pool weather yet. So yeah, we're not gonna enjoy it. Maybe tomorrow might be a little better. Hoping so. I got tomorrow off. Hopefully you guys do as well. Hopefully your employer's not a jerk. Yeah. So I did get in. All right, there are players in. We've got 60 in. We're going to be playing 36 v 36 tonight, not the full server, 49 v 49. Surprisingly enough, I don't know why I don't have my own squad, considering it's not going to be completely full, but I digress. I'm going to be joining, like I said, Carrion Crow. We'll be doing artillery today. What else do I have to say? Not much other than I'm ready to get started. Yeah, we got a full complement of players, so we're just waiting, and not going to hold you guys up. I'm just going to jump in, and let's get this shit popping. All right. Oh my. I haven't done shit, have I? Man, I am a hot mess. Whoa, why isn't my scoreboard showing? Yo, what is going on here, folks? Okay. All right. Let me get this admin camera. And those of you that are new to casting, potentially might even be interested in doing it, just show you some quick settings that you need to master. Like move speed is, you're going to adjust that with your mouse the entire time. So let's just skip past this one. But the camera dampening rate, you want to jack that all the way up, because otherwise you're going to be on skates. If you lower it all the way down, you're going to be sliding all over the place like you're on an ice skating rink. Auto move, keep that middle to like 60, 65%. Auto rotate that shit all the way down. Otherwise you're going to be like getting nauseous. Like I said, back to move speed, and that's pretty much where you want to keep it. All right. And the cool thing about the auto, you guys didn't notice, like this is hands off right now. I'm not doing anything. Just letting the auto do what it does. And then if you got this rotate, it gives you this nice little, framing. It's nice and smooth. It's clean. So like, again, and if you want off of it, and then if you want manual control, there you go. But anyway, today's match, let's get over to the match and talk about who's playing. So we've got Pathfinders as the British. No, correction. They are coming in as the Germans, all right, on Driel. And I have never cast a match where... Oh my God.
Mikey.
Yep. These guys. Hold up. Proximity. Unit.
So are we still playing with one person less?
Yo, that's wild.
He's just restarting. He had a VoIP bug.
Yo, that's so wild right now. You guys see this? I'm getting
He should be
command
back.
chat.
If they flip before he comes back, whatever.
I'm literally getting command chat. Right? This shit right here.
37, we're okay.
I see. We have the potato.
Oh my God, dude. Hold up. I don't know, man. I'm hoping that we're not getting these stupid comms through my headset. Oh my God, they're all right. Obviously, an official start. So much to do. Gonna let everything kind of work its way out.
Hola, hola, ¿por dónde? Hola, ¿por dónde?
Holy shit, dude. Yo, I apologize. You guys are gonna have to hear.
Primero récord Maxi.
What is going on here, dude? All right, I'm gonna leave the server. Yo, this is so wild, dude.
Vamos a ganar, muchachos. Hay que romper ortos.
Vamos, vamos, mierda, mierda, mierda.
Vamos,
Vamos, mierda.
Mierda.
Dime.
Vamos, dime.
Come.
Dale, Maxi.
Holy
Su
shit, guys.
motivacional en barrera.
Vamos, vamos los Cronin.
Pablo Cronin.
Sí, weón.
Yo, it's so wild right
Dime.
now. All right, hold up. Let's get back in. All right, Miami. All right. Hopefully the password is still the same.
No los mata una rata, un come queso.
Yo, why am I getting their audio? I've already disconnected from the server. And I'm loading back up. Okay. Okay, I'm on there. Okay. Oh, man, I'm so glad I left the party early just to come back for this, man, for this nonsense. All right, I'm in this guy squad here.
Tanqueciño, tanqueciño.
Bro, I'm still getting their audio. Okay. I'm looking at the clock rundown. You know, I'm going to try and time the clock up. All right, the clock is running accurate. Bro, this shit is off the hook right now, bro. Can't even deal. Whatever, man. All right, move speed. All right, let's just get up. Hold up, man. I do need to change some shit around. Dampening, auto,
Pregunta
rotate.
seria, no, no.
Bro, I'm literally on the other team and I'm hearing
No sé.
¿Qué sé yo?
No, no creo.
Ronin's
No, no creo.
comms. It's just,
Ellos verán y
it's
y
crazy.
después verán el roster y se caerán la boca solos.
Bro, what the
Sí, weón.
is going on
Vamos,
here,
vamos.
man?
Buena suerte, chicos.
Vamos.
Good
Ronin,
luck,
vamos, Ronin.
chicos. All right, yo, I did nothing.
No,
I did
nos
nothing
pegó
of
el
what I
launch.
normally do. I'm still getting the
Milagrosamente no nos mató.
I'm still
Menos
getting
mal,
the
weón.
comms from the other team.
Pasa.
Voy.
Boy. Vamos. Holy shit, man. All right. Anyway, Midpoint is Ludorf Bridge, aka Railway Bridge. And I was saying earlier, Axis, I've cast this now more than a few times. And I've seen it where the Axis have not lost this. They have not lost this at all. Anyway, I had to check some audio bullshit here. But here we go. Man, I still feel like I'm sliding. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm sliding like hell. Hold up. Dampening rate, you suck. Hope we got this. We're under control right now. Pathfinders obviously getting out to a really quick start, controlling the bridge, getting into the opposite side of the bridge to where Ronin should be coming across. So I'm going to say Ronin had a pretty, I'm not going to say poor start, but definitely not a great start for them. They're already struggling. And 50% capped already for the Pathfinders. Luke is in control of the bridge. and the boys are deep in enemy territory. Haven't even capped Ludorf Bridge, aka Rail Crossway yet. And they're already looking to gain map control on the opposite side of the bridge. Pretty wild. %90 cap for the Pathfinders. And what you're seeing right here is basically what should be Ronin territory, and it's not. There we go. Early 3-2 capture for the Pathfinders. Looking to go 3-0 on the season and hand Ronin their first loss. Open up the map. Not that. I'm going to open up the map, get an idea of what just happened. Garrison's on the 4 row. Nothing quite yet established on the bridge itself or in the 6th row. Not quite yet. So let's see. Let's see how Ronin had this played. You know, if they go down 2-3 early. Getting shells from the west. We got a, yeah, okay, let's back that up. So that's the Honey, British Honey light tank. He's got problems because truck's about to deliver the package. Uber driver has delivered the hot box. Things are about to get spicy. And truck doing the right thing, waiting there on the right side. Well, he should be on the right side because that's where the inf would get out, but he did place it on the left. So smart job. Placing and protecting. I think he already realizes it's too late. Honey's about to go boom. Huge play. Yeah, Jetson, not really sure. Come on, Tuck. Hey, I was about to say, it's about 4 or 5 shots. But he delivers. Gets the kill. Runs into Infamous. Popping off with the Bren. But I will say this, it's a long match. I think the two teams are reasonably closely matched up in terms of skill and experience. I might even give it to Ronin. They've been around as a unit much longer than the Pathfinders, but at least initially off the start, it looks like Pathfinders would, just based on skill alone, have taken the early 3-2 lead. And a quick check on the map. Our 4th attacking will be Midell Road. Now for Ronin, I'm thinking if they can't take the bridge itself, they need to get a foothold. So they're looking probably off of their fort defending, probably looking to establish a red zone garrison up somewhere in the H5 area. This is where we're seeing Troyan and them. So we'll keep eyes on those guys for a moment. But right now, it's all about getting that front door pressure on rail crossing our midpoint. Armadillo, our sniper tonight. Looking for AAA. Sniper on sniper. Let's go. Who you got your money on? Now, Armadillo has the better weapon. I'm going to say the FG-42, best sniper rifle in the damn game. That might have been pro or AAA might have got him. What do we have here? Creeping through the water. Panzer IV? With supplies? Pathfinders looking to solidify now. Somewhat of a risk at this point, but a risk they're willing to take. They think they have the bridge secured, so we're going to bring the medium over the bridge, well, under the bridge. If you guys didn't know, they've changed the map to where infantry as well as vehicles can get underneath the bridge without having to go on top. For those of you just tuning in, I know I didn't go through the whole complement of like rules and all this other shit, but yeah, things was pretty wild in the beginning, man. So here, in case you guys didn't know how it works, rules are very simple. Protected nodes, they're built at the start of the match during the warm-up phase. The Tiger is the only Axis Axis armor that will be used for the match. The Panther is the band. And there'll be one single artillery gun for both teams. So my prediction will be pretty much, can Pathfinders keep this side of the bridge theirs? We have drop. Is that airhead? We do have airhead. Enemy airhead with bombing run. When I say enemy, I should be saying RONIN airhead. Followed with the strafing run. They really want to protect this. Really looking to load up railway bridge. Now I'm hearing a counter bombing run from Pathfinders. Ooh, that is money. Kudos to the commander. Who is commanding? Let's get a quick check on that. We got Flynn Rider, former Sin. Shout out. But great bombing run. Probably took out airhead and whatever else was coming that way. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta check my dampening is good. I feel like I'm on skates. Oh my god, you see this new camera's crazy. Yo, this is crazy. I'm skating all over the place. Anyway. Looks like Ronin has their heavy, which is a Churchill. And Demo, or excuse me, Demo, the Mad, looking at Satchel with his level 9 assault kit. Oh my god, I can't get over this. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta check it one more time. Fuck. Dampening rate. Bro, how did it... I set that up, man. I tell you, it's crazy. I like what the devs did. They did improve the camera, but for some reason the settings get jacked up once in a while. Now for Ronin to have success, you need to put enough pressure on front door, which I think they're starting to do. They're starting to build up. Ugh, that certainly did not help the cause. Churchill goes down. Now, is there one defending behind it? Yes, there's a second. The lead, Churchill gets dropped. So that's going to press Blood, Igna, and Shake into action. British supplies touching down. Probably for Garrison, yeah. So basically Garrison is going to be here, behind the bridge in the 7. Let's check to see if this thing jumped off live or not. Yes, we are live. No problems. But after, what, roughly 20 minutes of gameplay, we're starting to see Pathfinders dominate. Not only are they across Railway Bridge, but they're starting to really push out their front door. And they're working the fields. South. Tuck and Eddie. Looking to get deep and try and wrap. Sheesh. Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Gotta click heads, Eddie. Eddie, you're on the stump. Come on, Eddie. We need you to deliver. There you go. There's one for you, Eddie. Eddie, you saw the supplies drop, and you should take care of that, buddy. Loading up the second AT round. Not sure if he saw those supplies. Maybe he was looking to go back and get them. So for those of you tuning in on this Sunday night, we are on a 30-minute delay. So whatever you're seeing now, or whatever you're hearing now, I should say, I won't be able to respond till 30 minutes into the match. And a quick check on the poll that I ran. deciding who would win tonight's match. Initially, it was Ronin at about 75%, but as of right now, 20 minutes into the match, we've got the Pathfinders taking it at 62%. Quite a peculiar place for the Churchill to be sitting. Is it stuck? That's a hell of an angle to be at. Oh, shit! My man, you better figure that out real quick. Man, who's ever on the other side? Who was on the other side shooting? All right, Garfield, Mr. Dynasty. Looks like they're going to give the Churchill a second chance. All right, Wizzy's over here with the torch, healing up the Churchill. G right here. Snarky. Now let's just move away from the, we'll call it meat grind, which is front door. And this is where I think Ronin really needs to establish a presence. Okay, this area here, just southeast, where the flare just went up, showing 3 players. That's from King. The green, popping off that recon flare. I mean, for Ronin, they're going to need to get their foot in the door somehow, getting in the red zone. And this is where it needs to happen. They're not going to push the front door with a red zone. So I'm going to keep eyes focused on this area. And if anything flickers, then we know some action is happening on the point itself. Now, Sir Dracer, as squad leader, way out here on map edge, wondering if he's trying to put up a red zone garrison, you know, try and get in behind the guys here in the trenches and get behind them. I mean, that would make the most sense. He's just not out there farming kills. What the hell do we have racing across? This is wild. Panzer IV. Just rolling through the freaking water to the other side. Looking to put pressure on. Oh, not pressure. Holy shit, he's defending. A little bit of a surprise. They did pull him back. Fishtail action, and he's back. Yeah, I'm gonna be ballsy enough to lock onto this guy. Every single time I lock onto this shit, when I disconnect, it's crazy how many times I end up under the terrain. And one other feature to you casters, if you didn't know, you hit the O button once you're locked on. You get this thing called Orbit. So this is what I'm doing right now. You get this 360 panoramic view. You know, use it when you need it. Or you could do it manually like this. Just saying, there's options. So Panzer IV, after going across the water and back, sitting, near the garrison, just east of Railway Bridge, protecting the garrison. And if I just take a quick look, things have kind of leveled out. Pathfinders own everything east of the bridge, and to the west is kind of open right now. So I'm gonna take a quick peek at the stuff east of the bridge. And that's why they don't own it, because Ronin, perhaps changing up tactics, have decided, all right, let's take the west side. And now you're starting to see some of the Pathfinder players rotate over. I think this is called Brickyard. It's another strong point. And again, I would love for the devs to just save your settings, man. That'd be so great. That way you don't have to constantly, every single time you get into your admin camera, have to tweak them just so the way you want them. Just a potato head getting dropped by the Bren, you heard it. Monster. Lulu. Ships passing in the night. No, sir. Give me that number 4. Clap. One more time, Gordon. Getting you too. It's Rolo time, baby. Or Rulo. Coming after the commander. Commander better be in his map. He's got eyes. Yeeting that. Does he see the commander? Probably not in this bush. Gets clipped by the guy on the bridge. Call him Black Saurus. Quick check of the chat. Who's here tonight? Let's see. We got Mello. Recognize you, buddy. How's it going? Wolf. It's Dude Bro, Sin Guy. What's going on, brother? We got Palo. Must be going for the Ronin squad. Anyway, glad to see you guys are out. I'm going to end the poll right now. We've got it at 53% for the Pathfinders. You know, and we're approaching the 30-minute mark, and a bit of a wild start. And I'm not talking for the teams. For me, it was crazy getting everything. It was like I was on a crazy lag. Anyway, Pathfinders, brilliant start as Axis got there well ahead of Ronin and had very little to no resistance. They took the opener 3-2, and we've been sitting, you know, comfortably, at least Pathfinders have been for the last 30. Not much in the way of progress since that, so that bodes well for Ronin. So, I mean, they're still in the game. I think the first 30 minutes is very indicative of how it's going to go. Is the team actually in this, or are they just hanging on to survive? And it looks like Ronin, you know, is definitely in this. They're not hanging on by any means. They're holding the line, and if they could get some sort of advantage, if it be tank-wise or position map control, you could see some pressure being put on Railway Bridge. And thanks for the subs. I'm going to shout out, what is it? APL and Hannah Owen. Big up to you, Ramiro J. For those of you that don't know comp, there's our fourth attacking. Not much in the way of pressure. Not directly for the Pathfinders. I think Pathfinders are very much interested in controlling the area just outside of the bridge. And this is going to be a hell of a fight back and forth. I mean, for the last 20 plus minutes, both teams have been fighting to get a foothold. Well, Pathfinder's have been looking to push out, and Ronin has been looking to push in. Now, Ronin has lost 2 heavies, and I'm hearing armor below. We do have a second and potentially a third. Garrison looking at right here in F7, so that, oh no, that's not Garrison, it's a damn, alright, what I do know, there we go, 1 Churchill, 2nd Churchill, supporting the infantry on the northern. I'm going to show you right here. So we've got 2 tanks here in, well, we'll call it the top of the 7, looking to support the infantry, looking to get that foothold over to the east of the bridge. And for right now, Pathfinder's very much content with just kind of holding the line in the 5. Churchill's just going to sit back and kind of anchor the bridge and be just a support player for the Ronin Inf. Now, KFC, squad leading, super important. I mean, he's dropped his OP hopefully further back. Shouldn't be this close to the front line where all the shit's going down. I mean, obviously at MG, Black is just gonna freaking rip your ass apart. They got to figure out how to deal with that, and that's gonna be something difficult. I mean, let's just get a vantage point of what he's looking at. 'Cause, I mean, this dude is just, I mean, he's just gonna tear shit up. So I'm locked on homie right here. And look at the vantage point this dude's got. I'll be right back, boys. Grab a sip of drink. I mean, they need to throw a bombing run. I mean, you got, what is it, dual MGs? These guys. Trey and Saurus together, just watching the right side, helping their inf out, looking to gain control to the east. So eyes are looking, west, they're helping all the guys out west. So they're looking from the camera southwest into this compound area, looking to help out Average Gamer. What's that? Shit's weak. Shit's weak. So Shit's weak is there. Average Gamer tasked with trying to get the compound. Popping my boy Rulo. About to upgrade this OP. So this is what he wants. He wants this compound. He's got subs over here. He plays Garrison anytime he wants. Only problem is Infamous and his squad will be here looking to reclaim it. Rulu gets one. Just curious, is he just trying to be the wedge? I mean, OP lit up, that was him. Might be just a dude just looking to clear space. About to get that OP. Let's go, baby. Clap. Oh, tell me you didn't get the OP, bro. You didn't run by the bush? Just gonna roll with the flank. See how far these guys can go. Opting to leave the compound to the right alone. Only problem is you're gonna run into these MGs that are sitting on the bridge. So at some point, this is your cutoff point because, you know, you got Black Saurus that sees all of this. So at this point, you gotta cut it up north, or should I say south at this point, where we see LaFunk and Infamous. You gotta concede certain areas. You're just not gonna, even if you gain space, take it. Bombing run. Ronin. Looking to take over the compound. Gordon's running back. He's like, okay, obviously they're bombing that area for a reason. Say the western side of the map, two squad leads might fight over, but this is what matters. The area just outside of the Midpoint rail crossing, and we're seeing lots of blue. Pathfinders, I think, are comfortably in charge. Got tanks firing from the opposite ends of the bridge. Is this airhead? Indeed, a second airhead going down. Yeah, the green bastard takes it out before the bombing run ends up decimating him. Not before he gets the job done. Takes out the airhead. Sobrano is not vamos, is vai. Vai. No vamos. Yo, the Dog's Den showing up. Shout out to you, Sheepdog. Caught your match, or at least part of it yesterday. Good to see you still back in the game, brother. Also, Sheepdog is one of the best too, guys. Don't get it twisted. Man, when you just talk about somebody who can just chop it up and loves this game, he's right at the top, man. Man, we need to get on a cast. I know we've been trying to do it. Internet. I know you had internet issues last time, man. We were supposed to get on something. But yeah, dude. Respect to Sheepdog. Awesome caster. And by the way, he does a hell of a job on production. You know I'm a big production type of dude. He's right up there, man. Does great work, man. So definitely you guys in chat should check his Twitch out. Dog's Den, dude. He's give him a follow, man. He's good. I mean, he doesn't cast as much as he used to. Kind of like all of us, but when he does, it's good stuff. So I think as long as Ronin can keep their tanks, or keep their tank, maybe advantage we'll call it, if they want to just retract everything and just build up their fuel and make one big push, if the Pathfinders are not interested in pushing forward, then I think we're just going to have this extended stalemate, and that's kind of not unexpected when you respect the team that you're playing. You're just not looking to steamroll. You're not willing to take unnecessary risks. You take your time, like Pathfinders are doing, and it's going to be interesting. I'm going to say we're going to play this probably. I mean, we're coming up on the halfway point, 45 minutes in, and it's been 3-2 pretty much from the start. After the Pathfinders had a great opening, but it's been a stalemate ever since. And I think we're going to stay here up until probably the last 30. That's when shit starts to come together and teams start to take a risk and start to throw armor and infantry at the point. Damn, Chippy. Taking out the squad leader. Can you get his OP? Now, he's got the level 9 assault kit, so he is definitely interested in our tank here. Okay, hippie. Don't lose your eyes. Stay on the prize. Oh, he gets that OP. Let's go. And for those of you who run this ticker, I know I'm in charge of updating it, but man, Memorial Day weekend has been pretty good. Man, just popping that STG-44. About to do more. Would have loved to seen that satchel on the tank, but he's going for the building. I mean, I'm not mad at him. I mean, he thinks maybe there's an OP in there, but if there's nothing in there, Chippy should take that damn thing down and save it. I mean, you're not going to bust it off and not get anything. Did he takeout first. Chippy, I love everything that you did except that one thing, leaving that satchel there, man. I mean, you kind of clear the area. You should have took it down. Yeah, it popped off. Unless you saw a Garrison in there, which, who knows? Maybe you saw it. I didn't see it, but just out here pressing the point. Here he is, Chippy. One-man army looking to get inside the strong point. Actually contested. You guys see it right here. Look, it's contested. So that means they have less than 3 men defending Midpoint Road. So that might draw quite a few of the Ronin players back. And we'll see what kind of vacuum that creates, because Chippy might have allowed Staples or Stapes, Caveman, and the rest to move space. The rest of these guys are so interested in coming back and defending. But we'll see. Now, Recon is out here on the 4th Midpoint Road. Armadillo. We got Green over here to the left. You know, token pressure, we'll call it, on the 4th point. I mean, I think they're just more or less just doing Recon to see just how many defenders Ronin is allocating toward the 4th point. I mean, if they can get any kind of push, any kind of capture off of this light pressure, I mean, they might consider putting that red zone garrison. But would even be better than a red zone garrison. They could probably pop one in the 6. I might just check out that. I mean, do they have anything? I'm looking over here in H6. So H6 kind of being guarded by Pro and Wizzy. And I'm going to keep my eye on Abject Cross. OP goes up. Just grab him for a second. Love the camo. So he's just kind of guarding, sort of, map edge. I would like to see him move down to the 6 edge and see if he get lucky. Just get a support player, drop some supplies down here. You know, don't let your commander give it away. Maybe you get a support player just to drop it and just see if you can put a little pressure on Midpoint Road. Let's just see what happens. I mean, Chippy just got taken out. There are guys defending there. But just drop the subs, you know, and maybe come back at a later time and see what you can get. But for now, let's just stick with him. Let's see how far he's going. Let's see what, you know, what are you intending on doing out here? Once again, looking to upgrade OP perhaps? just check the time just to see how much time he's got on it. Maybe he just leaves his OP back. You know, even if he had the shot, would he take it? I mean, he's got jettison in his eyes. He's got his binos. No, he's ADS. He takes out jettison. Here in a bombing run, got a bombing run north to southeast, cross the bridge, maybe just to alleviate some pressure. But he's in the spot where I would think he might want to place a garrison. Takes out jettison for a second time. Yes, he did upgrade OP. And I'm just gonna hang on the flanks because, to be honest, I don't really see Ronin making that progress. Like, I don't see them pushing up. Oh damn, Chippy, you about to get hit in the head. Chippy! Yeah, I tried to warn you. AO taking you out. Sten putting in more work. Now, these boys on the flank might get some work done. Like I said, here they are. God damn, boys, try to garrison shit. Try it. Just try it out. Just drop them subs up. I mean, obviously, you know you're going to be dealing with some inf like that. Maybe he says, you know what, drop the subs on the OP. I'll come back for them later. The front line has done a hell of a job pushing off not only the bridge, but they're in the red zone. We've got 2 SLs. We've got Never and Cave Mango. So we got a bunch of squad leaders pushing out front door. The west is secure. Shit, why not? Use it for later. Just have the subs down. Two squad leaders. Cross getting a nice kill. Gets clapped across the map though. Yeah, take your pick. Who clapped him? I don't know. I'm gonna just shift over to the mid. I tell you, man, this is nice progress. This is the soft cap, by the way. These 4 grids in GH 7-8, that's a soft cap. Got an OP, 6 potential coming down, I squad leader, right? So you could have 12 in the cap, Middle Road, real quick. Ronin heavy position, great. Defilade to the Axis armor, the Pathfinder armor has bro. Come on, dude. All right. So he's got eyes if he needs to help the inf. He's covering the bridge. Churchill's positioned perfectly. Churchill is just sitting in the F7. Yeah, they're just overwhelmed. Ronin is getting overwhelmed. Just got clapped out. OP just got burnt by Rectum. Now, Rectum, you can see that little S, level 9. Wow, that was artillery, by the way. Took out that whole spawn. So, zeroed. Yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of that. From our man in the artillery gun. And who is that? Let's give this man a little love. Sergeant Carry On. He's just going to light this area up right where the camera is. He's got that shit zeroed in, locked. Here it comes. Kobe, count it. He's just going to keep draining that, man, until they move it. It'd be wise. The commander would be wise to get rid of that shit. Once it's locked in like that, basically ineffective. Got off the bridge, so you know things must be really good. Whatever he prepped, he's like, okay, whoever's in defense, you take my spot. Homie's moving up to the next spot. It might be on one of these freight carts. One heavy, 2 heavies. Ronin's still in the game, man. I'm going to tell you, this game is so much about tanks. If you do not waste your tanks, you know, bumble them to some bullshit, you're going to stay in the game, man. Infantry, expendable. The tanks take quite a long time, so you cannot lose them. They're one of the most important pieces on the board. So even if your infantry's not having a great day, your tanks will keep you in. And that's what Ronin's doing right now. We're almost an hour in, sitting 3-2. I'm going to pull map up. Things have gotten a little bit better for Pathfinders. They have moved off of that defensive stance into a more aggressive attacking. They're in the 7. They have at least, what are we going to say, 1 in green, 2 in never, and 3 in object crosses. 3 squad leaders, and there it is. There's that garrison I was telling you about earlier. Get that damn shit up. You know, at the very least, yeah, Rick, anchor it. Good job. If Ronin decides to put all their pressure, it's going to free up this area. So I really like what Pathfinders are doing. They're in a great position. I'm going to slide over there. Now, for those of you that were paying attention, they did remove garrison from the area that was getting shelled and slightly moved it off into the water. So Ronin's looking to jump off in this area right here by the trench line. But this is important right here. I think you don't even understand how important abstract cross is. he continues. He has to keep his OP up. Front door is going to grind it out. That's for sure. But I think teams that win and lose are the ones that can get behind you. I mean, when you least expect that. When I think of that, I think of a spree, and I think of a guy in particular. I think of U.S. Ranger. This dude, when you're just like, where the hell did that come from? I didn't see it. I mean, those are your whammo guys that just get themselves in behind defense. And those guys are like game changers. So we'll keep our eyes on him. Hey, shout out to you, Vectoros, and shout out to those boys, Vanguardia. Tough match, man. I caught you guys. You got up early 3-2. And then FJ, I don't know. They just kind of worked you guys down, and you had a hard time adjusting. But kudos to getting that jump and winning the 3-2 for a while and holding. I mean, you're obviously in the second division now. So competition gets better, and I'm sure you guys knew that. But, you know, you guys showed out. You did well today. In spite of the loss, I think you guys watch the VOD. I think you'll be better. Obviously, you're going to learn from the mistakes that you did. I mean, as a caster watching, I think you guys got a little tight and didn't push out your point. But anyway, I thought you guys played well. Enjoyed watching the match. It was very competitive. I think you guys are that close, very close to really being a force in that second division, coming up from the third division, which you won last year. Garrison that Rick put up has been deleted, as well as he's been deleted. So this is the front door push. It's going to be difficult, but if he can make progress and force enough of the Ronin players to move up to the top of the 7, it's going to allow this frontal push that's clearing out front door to get deeper and deeper. So again, as long as these guys in the East can stay up, they're so big. These guys don't get the love that they deserve. Yeah, Happy and them know, they know what's up. Big takes down Dark Soldier. Man, I'm hearing tank. What the hell? All right, even your commander is getting involved. Understanding you can't give up map edge, so they're rotating a tank over. Ronin's rotating one of their heavies over to defend that. Cross gets another one. Now there's an OP. If he keeps pushing that area. Shout out to you. Hey, Altimer, man. OG Tanker. And Don Gotti, man. What you got coming up? You got a match? It is, yes, it is 9:15 my time here, East Coast. Ronin's done a nice job. They cleared basically map edge, almost. I mean, Abject Cross is just being a thorn in the side. Ronin is not going to feel completely comfortable pushing the midpoint rail bridge until they know that this flank has been cleaned up. Happy gets taken out. So Happy's like, dude, they're still here. So they're going to rotate guys over to take out this OP. Now, if one squad leader, possibly Never, who you can see is just to the northeast with abject crosses, can tie up maybe 2, 3, 4 squad leaders, that's going to take numbers away from Ronin's ability to push on Rail Bridge. And while they collapse guys back to defend, it gives the attackers a little more space. It's bringing the tanks up, and we've got a tank right here. Our Tigers now moving up. So what's up, Don Gotti? You got to tell me in chat what game you guys got popping off. I'll give him a quick shout out, dude. For those who don't know Don Gotti, those are the guys that are on the console side, and their competitive scene is blowing up. PC, if you guys aren't aware, these guys got quite a few leagues going and quite a few teams. So we're going to support the other side. I mean, if you guys don't know, we got something like 40 teams. So the console, good job, him and his boy Awake. Another console caster. Support anything Hell Let Loose, guys. Especially if it's competition. Go check their channels out, Awake and Don Gotti. Now, Vert getting the clap, the quick one. Recon flare going out. And I guess it's been the same as always. Control the area to the east. And when I zoom out, the area to the east is just here. Garrison is up. Rick might have put it up. Yeah, Rick is out there. OP. Shout out to him. Rick has been doing a hell of a job. If you guys don't understand what Rick has been doing, not only has he been putting pressure on the front door, homie's got a Garrison up, front door style, putting up pressure on road. If they decide to choose up, switch up tactics. Right now, they are sledgehammering Pathfinders right down the middle. If they want to switch up tactics, they've got this Garrison, all because of Rick and his squad. And we're getting close. 20 minutes. Everything's been pretty much a hold. I think it's Pathfinders kind of respecting Ronin. They didn't want to extend themselves and overcommit. And I would say within the next 10 minutes, expect to see Ronin make that one big final push. Now, if I'm Pathfinders, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to, and there's another Garrison spawn. Caveman might have seen it, might have been able to mark it. I don't see anything up currently. So Garrison is right here, just to the west of Midland, south of this little shed. Definitely guarded by, I'm hearing Churchill guarding Garrison. I mean, good for Ronin. These guys understand not only do you support your infantry going forward, you defend back garrisons, he's dropping down, getting out of harm's way. But I'm thinking in the next 10, 12 minutes, we're going to see all of these. We're going to see this heavy as well as anything that Ronin has in defense. Push up and in. And I don't think at that point they're too concerned about map control. I think it's just, you know, slamming everything forward toward rail bridge. But I'm pretty confident when I say Pathfinders are in a great position. They're not worried. I mean, the back end looks clean. I don't see anything. Here's a supply truck. Yeah, I just don't see Pathfinders too worried. You know, and if this result stays where it is, you know, next 18 minutes, you're going to see that Pathfinders are the class of the Division 3. You know, but as I think about that, as I say, Pathfinders are the class of Division 3, my mind goes to these guys are on a map that does not favor them. Any of you guys in chat, tell me if I'm not wrong. The Axis are heavily favored for this map, and the fact that Ronin has put up such a good fight for so long. I mean, we're talking well over an hour defending, and the fact that the Pathfinders haven't been able to even put token pressure on the 4th point. I mean, you guys tell me, do you think these two teams are matched up evenly? Because if the roles, say, were reversed and it were Ronin who was Axis and Pathfinders that were allied, I mean, we might be talking about, you know, Ronin is the class, so, you know, the class of Division 3. So it's tough. It's tough. I think the Pathfinders did a hell of a job on map banning, put their team in the best position to win. You know, I'm actually going to walk back what I said. I mean, maybe on a different map, maybe the outcome, and it's still up for grabs. I mean, there's still 14 and change left. Maybe the result might be a little bit different. Matt B, 10th Mountain, stay strong. What's up, brother? All the casters out here tonight representing. Appreciate you guys for showing up. OG Matt, I think he cast a match recently. What the hell did he cast? I think he was a fill-in. Matt, you filled in. I can't remember the match. I did watch part of it. Oh, wait a minute. It was Division 2. It was Baddies of the North in Chimera. You know, I've been gone. It's Memorial Day weekend for us Americans here. Those of you that catch this late, you know, us U.S. people are celebrating Memorial Day weekend, so we're out here barbecuing, hitting the pool, drinking, hanging out, whatever. And yeah, I did kind of catch a little bit of that match. I don't even know who won. But man, what a great match that must have been between Chimera and Baddies of the North. 2 undefeated in Division 2. I believe Matt B cast those. So yeah, like there's so much to catch up on. If you guys haven't joined the APL Discord, you know, get on there and take a look. The link is in the description below. If you guys on this, you know, want to get an idea of where the hell do you follow this comp scene, check out my description. I got the link to the APL. You can check out all the casters and all the matches. All right, let's focus in on front door because this is significant. My man, Abject, you've been a terror They have not been able to weed you out. And I'm going to say you've been the MVP. Even though you might not have the stats to prove it, the fact that you're out here putting so much pressure, you're letting the other teammates of yours like eat. You're letting them eat because you're putting so much pressure that the numbers that they're having to deal with on that midpoint are less because you're drawing a hell of the attention. So while the numbers on the mid look, oh wow, these guys are dominating, it's because you, man, you're putting so much pressure on their front door, just you fighting and staying alive and putting up garrison like that right there. And you got a little bit of cap zone pressure, letting the rest of the team eat. Yeah, things are getting a little bit heated. Just a matter of, you know, do the Pathfinders really want to push 4? Do they want to push 4? At the very least, look, you're going to do one of two things. You're either going to push out the front door, and this group is going to continue to move south to this trench line, okay, get south as far as you can to the 8 and then hook east, or you're going to redeploy onto the garrison here in H6 and continue to press front door, and you're going to help out King Squad, which is green, and Easy, and the rest of these guys that have made map edge that much easier. And you're seeing Ronin shift bodies east, as well as tanks. Yeah, they got a huge call out, obviously. Yo, we're getting freaking hammered. Map edge. Rotate over. This is where all the dudes right here, Abel, Love, Potato, Caveman, all you get that mother garrison up. Get that motherfucking red zone up right there, Snarky. Right there, pop that shit and go east. Because the whole freaking team is moving into that map edge. I mean, you guys have completely cleared out your area. Right there where you see Turk, Monster, all those dudes, get that shit up. Have 1 or 2 guys anchor it so they can't lock that bitch out and push the rest of your guys east. You got them pinched. As long as the inf over here, and Abject has been my MVP the whole time, as long as his squad continues to get that attention and draw attention east, you guys in the west are going to eat. You're going to be great. It's going to draw tanks. It's going to draw everything. As long as he continues to work, and this dude's working. I'm going to lock on with my boy right here. Where are you at, my man? He's just hanging in the bush. Just watching shit. And I gotta say, Black has had a hell of a game too, man. What he did earlier in the match, being on that bridge, defending the west side. I mean, absolute great job. I mean, role players, and especially your MG players, probably some of the most important players in the match. Allow your grinders, your front door guys to go out and do what they do, because you know that my boy is anchoring right there. He's anchoring. He's giving you all that cross field support. Who else we got in chat? We got Alex. Yo, you wanna be like, you wanna be Syndicate Alex, maybe? We got Coco Cope, MS player. My boy Athens. Athens is calling game over. OG. don't even know if he's a sin. Well, he was a sin. I'm just saying that. Athens, you gotta let me know. Were you Goff? Can't remember if you were Goff. If you're that OG. But anyway, Athens, formidable tanker, plays for MS. All the boys out here showing interest in the comp scene. But as time wears down, hasn't been like the most, theatrical match. It's been, a grindy 3-2. But for a map like Driel, I mean, if you're looking for a silver lining for Ronin, if they don't come out and pull this in the end, I mean, to hang 3-2 for 90 against a really good team on the Allied side, I think that's saying something. Again, if the roles were reversed, would it be the other way around? Would we be saying, hey, this is Ronin's dub, and, the Pathfinders, showed, great resilience? I mean, could be saying the same thing for them. And if everything just holds the way it is, I'm not sure what happened with Ronin's armor. I know they had heavies along the rail. I know they rotated them over when the pressure was being put on them from the east by, he could still be out there. Is it Riff? But, what Pathfinders have been able to do is put so much pressure rotating the tanks over. Inf has been able to basically control the area just south of the rail. As you can see, MG fire blasting off behind me, so they're holding the key areas. Mr. Potato. Tuck. Got one job, just hold the flanks. Time winding down. 2 minutes to cap. 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Our South American team, Ronin, I don't know. They need that Hail Mary. So I'm not really seeing much. I don't know what they're going to do, but they need to make a decision. To lose 3-2, who cares? To lose 4-1, same, who cares? Throw everything at it, but I don't know if they can do it because you know what? They got a garrison here, front door. Bodies are pushing off. I mean, I don't know. They're giving them the area to the east in the 6, but you can see that Pathfinders have locked up the sector. And I'm gonna pretty much echo the words that Athens said in chat, man. It's game over, man. Pathfinders have put the chokehold down on Ronin, and they're about to go 3L season for Division 3. In 2 minutes' time, Ronin's gonna be suffering their first loss. But that's going to have a huge impact on whether they make the playoffs or not. I still think Ronin is one of those teams. I think they're 1 and 2, interchangeably in a division. I mean, until some other team establishes themselves as a contender, I think these two are going to be seeing each other real soon. Playoffs. But look at this. He's about to drop the hot box. I just sat locked on. Oh, let's go, Rook. Just rock that around, dude. Can't even say your name, Rook. That's a freaking beast of a freaking satchel. Yo, that's so wild, dude. Just give us some time. Booyaka shot. What? Pretty much there it is. I mean, they rushed the tanks in. What else can you do? He just jumped on the back of it and dropped that satchel. 30 seconds away from getting a dub. I know the rest of you guys are ready to rush up out of here. I know you got shit to do. So do I. But it's been fun. We'll do it again next time. I'm sure the stakes will be a lot higher. But for now, about to call it. It's about official. No! Yo, why do I keep messing that shit up, dude? That's the second week in a row, dude. I got that wrong, dude. I don't know what the hell's going on. Ronin, I'm gonna give you... There you go, Ronin. You deserve a second one because I effed that up last week. Ronin coming back next week, hopefully. But right now, it's the Pathfinders that take the win on Driel. Week 3. Let's get quick stats. Flynn. You know that man was out there building garrisons. Let's check the rest of these dudes. Not a lot of time, not a lot of time. Any big numbers? Man, Armadillo. Why the hell are you popping 800 on a sniper? That's crazy, dude. Great play. 910. Igna. 770. Ah, my boy Rulo out there on the flanks. Blood. I see you. Got a minute left. Not much to do. This is all just window dressing at this point. So yeah, I definitely got a feeling that these guys are going to meet each other up later on in the season. I think these are the two top teams in Division 3. So, Ronin got his first taste of the Pathfinders, and they're a good team. And I'm sure Ronin, when the time comes, probably might try like more of your meta map, like your SMDM or your SMEs, where I would say they wouldn't be at such a disadvantage. I don't think they did a really good job on map bans. I think this map was heavily. Let's give that my boy. There you go, Flynn. But I think it's definitely leaning heavily toward the Pathfinders. They had a huge advantage, the map advantage, but I don't know. Anyway. I mean, overall, I thought the game was well played, both sides. Neither one of the sides were able to do much after the midpoint got capped. I know Pathfinders were able to push off of the bridge and move south and put token pressure. Like I said, on the eastern side of the map, our squad leader was able to constantly be a thorn in the side, and Ronin had to rotate tanks over and not really support the inf. But I mean, overall, it was a pretty even match. Outside of the start of the match. The start of the match was terrible for Ronin. I think Ronin had an absolutely miserable start, and Pathfinders had a great start. And I don't know. I would say if we ran that back tonight on another map, say SMDM with the midpoint being like Pierre's Farm or something like that, I think Ronin would have a legitimate chance of winning. But that's all just, you know, talking shit. But I would say that these two teams are going to see each other again for sure. Definitely the class of Division 3. And you know what? I don't even know if I've got the ability to switch over. Let me see. Division 3. Do I even have the ability to pop that up? No, I don't. I don't even have it in my scene right here. But I'll update the stats and all that shit. We can see what's going on after the rest of this week washes out. And we'll see what we got going on for next week, week 4. Definitely looking forward to that. It's gonna be exciting because I think, you know, I hate to say it, but Division 1, nobody cares. You're the best players, but nobody cares about you anymore. You're so good that there's only 4 teams. We got Climber that dropped out, and you've got 3 teams left. And you've got the best team in Hell Let Loose playing. I ain't gonna lie. Division 2, Division 3, people are more interested. I mean, there needs to be a way. I don't even want to get on my soapbox, but I'm gonna say this. There needs to be a way to distribute the talent throughout the league so that Division 1 doesn't have the type of attention that it deserves. I think when you just look at the standings and you see that there's only a handful of teams that are in Division 1 and all the majority of their teams are in 3 and 4, you know that all the top players just rotate up. And if you don't have any kind of governance, if there's nothing to cap the roster and push some of those great players to other rosters and fill out your league, you're just gonna have what you have right now. And that's like people complaining that Division 1, there aren't any matches, and everybody's eyes are focusing on Division 2 and 3. So nothing can be done about it now. But again, food for thought for next season. You know, I'm hoping that Orga and all these others, and I'll stay on my soapbox. I'm gonna stay on my soapbox. I'm gonna say that they really do need to rethink that roster limit so you can get other players onto other teams. You know, it's the only way Hell Let Loose comp is going to be leveled out and it can grow comp. But anyway, I digress. I want you guys to enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Get some sun. I need to get some sun, actually. You know what? Looking a little pale. Looking to get a little color for tomorrow. And anyway, we're going to do this again next week. And hopefully I get another match. Other than that, you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your Monday off, hopefully. And we'll catch you on the next stream. You guys take care. Peace.